Okay, so tell me a little bit about you guys, how you guys got together, and how you guys got into music in general.
Oh wow. Okay, so me and I was in a different band actually, with a different guitarist, and we were looking for a new guitarist to add to our sound. And our guy back then brought me Jester. He met him at a bar actually, and he came to my house. Look, he was songwriting at the time. He was doing like singer-songwriter stuff, and I'm a singer-songwriter and all that too back then. So we linked up the next day for a writing session, like a co-writing, and we got the scheming and smoking, and we were like, what if we started a whole new band together? And we started it, and we had a different set of people. But as like we got closer and closer to gigging, you know, more and more people splintered out once you're going live, and different factors of commitment happen. Then we decided to just push forward. Me and him showed up to the first gig. We grabbed the drummer off the lineup, and what did we do for bass? We
called a homie up.
We called a homie up to play bass for us. My little brother actually played the first show as well. He drove up from Florida to play the first show, and we decided to just keep it that way and just scrap. And as we gig, find our permanent other two members on the road. So that's how we ended up picking up first Errol. He was the drummer of The Crash and Mammoth Tusk. And we had a show with them, and we had no drummer that day. I hit him up at like 11 a.m. on a Saturday, and I offered him $50. And he said, I'll do it for free, let's have fun. And he came through, and he had been up for 24 hours, and he still played our set, the next set, and he went out and partied. All right, and then this is Sawtooth. He's a friend of Breakfast Connections. He came at every one of our shows. He knew our songs. He knew what was up. We got him on the bass.
Just made natural.
So yeah, that's basically where we come from.
I love it.
Musically, I think we all come from different backgrounds.
Completely.
Yeah. I'm punk. I grew up punk, ska, metal, you know, hip hop, everything. This dude is on the fucking oldies, you know,
shout out
old
my
head guy,
boss.
jazzy guy, bluesy guy. I don't know anything about this
I'm a
guy.
music lover. I listen to every, if you keep an open mind, there's good artists in every genre. So, yeah, I listen to everything.
Great words from Errol. What's your music inspiration? Where are you coming from?
The kind that Powderkeg music.
Hell yeah. He's exactly
You're in the
right.
perfect
That's
answer
exactly
then.
the perfect answer.
That's great. I love it.
all
So
I listen
you're
to.
in 3 different bands, you said?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How does that feel jumping from 3 different bands and now you're just like, do you
Oh,
hop around? Are you solid in them?
I'm solid in them, and I love this. You know, if I didn't love this, I wouldn't be able to, you know, pull out the energy out of myself to do what I do. You know, playing in 3 different bands is definitely not an easy task on top of working 50 hours a week in construction, but you know, I do it for the love of music.
We love you for it. We love you for it because we need them.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my
That's
God.
such a good.
A rock band without a drummer is nothing.
Absolutely.
Love y'all. All right, man. That's what it's about, camaraderie and boy time.
Yeah. And you guys do you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I love the camaraderie you guys have. That stage presence is amazing.
Thank you.
How do you guys because that's got to sap a lot of energy out of you. How do you keep that up, especially you and your voice, keeping that solid? Like, tell me a little bit about that for you.
It's really feeding off of the crowd, and we always take what's in front of us. You know what I mean? The stage presentation, if there's like a skate ramp, I'm gonna fucking be jumping off the skate ramp, right? If there's like a crowd surfing opportunity, we're gonna take that. If people are there and they're in a bad mood, we're gonna be in a bad mood too. It's gonna amplify.
I don't know if
the
y'all
mood.
remember me. I had
Hey,
blonde hair.
Garrett, sorry, we're just doing an interview real quick. We're recording it, dude. Well, no, we'll catch you, dude. Love you, dude. Good to see you. Sorry about that. Yeah, like for me personally, my personal motivation is feeding off the crowd, and like the less people that are there, I actually go harder. Like I get angrier, I do more. Yeah, this is all coming from a place of emotion for all of us. So it's actually, I think, pretty natural and easy to just put it on display, and that's what we want people to see. This isn't just a rehearsed band that goes through practice and shit. This is about raw emotion. This is about, you know, giving our energy, and it's about people coming out and paying $10 or putting on a costume and coming out 90-degree heat in the garage. We're gonna give them everything we have to give them, because if not, like, there's no point for us to even come out and do this.
So does that like emotions feed into how you produce like events like this, like all that kind of stuff?
The events are like, I have ADHD. And I'm actually addicted to like booking and promotion.
How often do you do this kind of stuff where it's like your events?
We probably produce a good third to half of our events.
Powderkeg stays busy.
Yeah,
We don't ever like advertise it as our event. you know, because we like Frankenhouse is gonna have its own pool and its own movement, and you know, it's like Frankenhouse presents. But yeah, we produce a lot of our own events because we want to produce good lineups that we want to hear. We want to have somewhere for our friends to go and something fun to do.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're in production as well.
I love that. That's really good to have like both sides of the industry in one band.
Yeah, and he books for his other 2 bands. So like between me and him, we just have a lot of knowledge. Yeah.
I love that. I got a couple more questions. When it comes to like singing and songwriting, you said you both were singer-songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
What does that process look like when you're coming up with original music?
Oh, it's natural.
It depends.
It's fluid, and it's just intuitive at that point. Me and him, we get together, and it's like from a natural basis.
We write together.
We're rocking,
Me and him
we're
write
chilling,
together. Yeah.
and it comes naturally.
We're starting to write together as a group, but the main set list that you're listening to was me and Jester wrote it. He played the guitar, I played the drums. I structured it out on the drums and everything, and all the time changes and tempo. And then when we found a drummer, we actually never had time to ever rehearse with vocals. So the very first show, I just improv. And since then, it's been a lot of collection of the improv. It's not write-in anymore. It's actually, the songs are stuck in my fucking head because we gig every week. And I have new ideas and I play with them and stuff. But it's all up here. No, we really don't write anything down. We don't record anything. It's just a fresh, raw movement. It's here right now. It's not online. You can't listen to us online. You can't find it. You have to come out. A lot of people hate us for these other musicians want us to record. We don't want to record. We want your $5, $8, $10. We want to see your face in the crowd. I want you to come figure out for yourself. Look at my presentation. Look at our energy. Look at the emotion. You can't record it and you can't find it on a track. You need to come out and see it. You need to come out and see what we're about before you judge us. So that's why we're not out there.
That gives us more energy and more presence every time we're on
Yeah,
set.
we have a lot of right-of-ways. Like for me, I know some nights I can't sleep, and it's 3 a.m. and I'm writing vocal melodies already, and I'm writing lyrics. I mean, 90% of shit gets scrapped though, because so once again, it's what's in front of you. So what he gives me on the guitar is what I'm going to give vocally. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of, we've improv songs on the fly because we've got asked for a new song, and we've made it up, and then it becomes part of our set list. You know, so improv is heavy on our style. Me and him go to jam houses. I grew up in jam bands. Improv is kind of the core of Powderkeg.
That's amazing. I love that. And when it comes to like improv and writing and all, and literally everything else, what are your like core inspirations? Whether it be like artists or bands or just people in the industry that are doing something.
I'll tell you, my core inspirations are actually like Electric Gemini, Squeamish,
Fuck yes.
James Miser,
Fuck
yes.
Breakfast Connections,
Fuck
Buried
yes.
Within.
Fuck yes.
Everyone that's playing tonight, Nails of Another Kind, is a huge movement.
It's Atlanta. That's who we're inspired
Atlanta
by.
is,
We're inspired by Atlanta.
I'm inspired by my city.
That's
I'm
right.
inspired by my scene. You know what I mean? So straight up.
That's so good. Yeah, totally. When it comes to like, because I know you guys are fresh into the scene. I mean, you started in
March 30th was our first show.
There you go. Like that's 2 months ago. You started very fresh, and you're already like, I would say top 9. You're getting up there.
People know us. We won Metro Metal Atlanta in our first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I think.
So like you guys are out there. What is it? Like, do you have a next level that you're looking for?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What does that look like?
Man, you know what I mean? First things first.
I see it already.
He's ready for it.
First things first, we do have a single coming out. That first song in our set list, Who's Bleeding, we're going in the recording studio probably between this month, next month, and by July we'll have a fresh, hot single out on the streets for the kids, you know? And we're talking about putting that shit on cassette tape too. And after that, you know what's next? We want to play the Masquerade, we want to play the Altar, we want to play Smith's Gold, we want to get bigger every time. And the biggest thing we want to do is we want to hit that road, we want to go on tour with Buried Within.
I love it. That's great. Yeah. You guys got big dreams, and I'm ready for them.
No.
Thank you guys so
yes.
much. It was a wonderful interview. Make
Thank
sure
you.
to check
Yes.
out Powderkeg. I love it. Thank you guys.
Pleasure.
Thanks
Love you
to
guys. Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thanks.
Shout out Atlanta.